Now let's talk a little bit about what companies should consider before migrating their enterprise applications to the cloud, and what are some of the challenges that they could possibly encounter?
What I've been seeing around cloud migrations is that companies think they're not ready to move to AWS because their platform had not been architected for the cloud. There is a very simple solution to that, and it usually revolves around automation of infrastructure provisioning and overall configuration management, as well as automation of deployment. Once those gaps have been closed with automation, the whole migration process and maintenance afterwards of the platform becomes a lot easier, and those platforms in a way mature into the cloud through the automation.
Something that I think is important to get out there, early on is to talk about security, to investigate, what the security requirements you have for the workloads that you're running, that you're planning on migrating, and to get some knowledge and awareness about, what will, how you can handle that inside of AWS. Cloud security is the highest priority at AWS. It's really baked into everything we do and how we operate. AWS customers benefit, from the way that AWS is designed to build a secure, cloud platform to operate in. But there are some requirements that customers have to take on to achieve, certain security standards and compliance, requirements. AWS supports a lot of those, and partners like Pythian can really help, customers sort of navigate that and make sure that they're building, secure stuff on top of AWS. But the security capability really allows AWS to support, really almost any kind of workload. So beyond that, AWS has a really, broad and deep set of service offerings, things like support for VPCs to define isolated networks for customers, or high-performance storage with things like EBS. And that kind of makes it really feasible to migrate many applications directly to AWS without a lot of modification. You can make parts of AWS look almost exactly like your on-prem data center, so applications can just get dropped in. That's sometimes called a forklift migration or a lift and shift. Sometimes this is a good idea to do if you need to get out of like a data center lease or something like that quickly. You can just rapidly migrate the application and then re-platform it in place. So I say that over time, customers, just like what Matt was saying, customers are going to want to take advantage of sort of the automation capabilities to get elasticity and scalability, inside of AWS. And so that's the time that you might need to do some re-platforming, changing your applications, changing your architecture, investing in some automation to really get, the most value out of the platform. And that's really where, partners like Pythian do come in to help, sort of accelerate that, with customers. So, really, we see customers migrate in all different kinds of ways. One common pattern is for people to do the lift and shift migration in and then re-platform it over time. Sometimes they're also re-platforming as they migrate in. It's sort of up to the customer in that case.
Great. Matt, did you have anything else to add?
I think it's important to mention that we are seeing more and more hybrid setups where the customers do not completely let go of their previous environment, but rather they scale it down, they reduce the footprint of their in-house infrastructure, and migrate the traffic overflow and the portions of their platform that needs to really scale up and down into AWS. This is especially true around more complex enterprise platforms, larger setups, bigger infrastructure. I think this is a good way to adopt the cloud. This is a healthy way to adopt the cloud. Get your foot in the water and try it out, see how it works out for you.
That definitely tracks with what I'm seeing. Customers are using things like VPN connections to VPCs or direct connect to get dedicated connections into AWS to build a hybrid data center. It really, as you deal with more complex applications, it's kind of hard to imagine. Maybe Matt can migrate it all at one night, but I think a lot of customers are usually going to do that over a period of time, so you'll run hybrid for at least a period of time, but maybe indefinitely too.